everyone. So as promised, this video is going to be a glam video where I'm doing a full face of Huda Beauty makeup while I answer your questions that you all have so curiously been sending it to me on my comments and DMs. And it's going to be about my life, the pregnancy journey, as well as a lot of stuff in between. So while I get ready with the full glam of my most favorite beauty brand, Huda Beauty, I'm going to be answering these questions for you. So I'm going in with my primer. The first question that we have is, how did you find out you were pregnant? Well, I have always been very on time with my dates, and of course it was not something that we were expecting. Since I missed it by a few days, I thought, okay, let's take a test and check. And when it came out positive, I don't know how exactly to explain that feeling. I remember the first person that I told was my cat that I'm pregnant, because it was still so surreal for me and I was still getting into that hang to understand, okay, the test has actually come positive. And then the second person that I told was my husband, who obviously made me take a couple of more tests to make sure that the test was actually positive, because it was slightly hard for us to believe, since we were not really planning on the pregnancy or planning on being a parent at this phase of our life. So the next question that we have is, what has been the best part of the pregnancy so far? I just think the over pampering that you get from everybody is the highlight of being pregnant. But apart from that, I think it's kind of the bond that I've not really had before, maybe with my mom, So when they say that you will understand when you become a parent is such a cliche, but I also think it's so true, because now I actually understand things so much better, like the things that we usually take for granted. So yeah, I think my bond overall with my maternal side, my bond with my husband is definitely, been really strong now. I feel like we know we are in this together. It's like a ride or die. So it's also something that is constantly there, that you're not alone in any of the stuff anymore, like the small flutters that you feel, the kick that you feel. I think it's all overall very surreal. So you understand that this is like there's somebody with you constantly, feeling everything that you are feeling, going through every change that you are going through. I just applied too much of the product, but which is fine. We're just gonna blend it in with a damn beauty blender. And something that I've realized with the Easy Blur is, initially it might look like really light on your skin, but as and when you step out, it sort of oxidizes little and blends into your skin well. Obviously all the way covering to your neck, don't leave any parts. I think that's decently done, but once we contour our face and everything, I think it'll all be coming together. Question that we have is, did you have morning sickness? Surprisingly, no. I think I'm one of the few blessed ones who had zero morning sickness. Like, I did not even feel like I want to throw up even once in my entire first trimester. But yes, I was extremely lethargic. Like, I just wanted to sleep. I think I slept most of the days. And I think it was also rainy season, slightly cold weather, and since Mumbai started rains early this time, I think the weather also played a very important role in the aspect that I just wanted to sleep throughout the day. I didn't want to do anything else. I was really lazy to even cook a single meal. I think we had a lot of takeouts during that time, or my mom used to just make food for us, because I was just not in a shape. And at that time, in my entire first trimester, I did have my kitten with me. So Tintin used to just lazy around with me, sleep with me, cuddle with me. So yes, I was one of the few blessed ones who do not have any sort of morning sickness during their pregnancy. So I've done my contour offline because point one, I don't have Huda Beauty's contour with me, and second, the brand contour that I'm currently using is in the no thank you list because it's part of the entire Israel thingy. So hence I didn't want to put it on cam, but yeah, that's the contour that I've already done my contour, so hence the foundation looks slightly more decent colored right now. Moving on to the next question. How has your relationship changed since pregnancy? Honestly, I don't think anything much has changed except that uh, we both are very private person. We prefer staying indoors. Like, we really do not like to even go out for dining these days, especially Mumbai. I think it's overall so crowded and there's so much traffic. Like, stepping out, it seems like a big pain for us. So we are anyways like the people who like to chill in the evening at home, watch a movie, order in if we don't want to, have homemade meals. So I don't think we've really changed much on those dynamics. Yes, because of my overall sleep pattern being screwed and my recent hospitalization and things like that, my husband is even more cautious, like I'm made of glass. But I think it's just something that we both have been too mature anyways in our marriage. So there's not much that has changed or much that will change, I even think, after we become parents. Yeah, like, we both are way mature individuals than I would give us credit for. We handle things very in a very unisung way, and it's definitely brought us closer. I mean, like I said, he's way protective now since my recent hospitalization. I think he's being more careful around me. I think that is what it is. Two more of Huda Beauty's palettes, but I usually prefer going in with the nudes, and since I'm wearing a beige dress, I think a brown tone is something that I look for. But I really love this palette as well. I'm going to quickly just show it to you guys. It has these beautiful colors. I simply love it, but today was not the day. This is more like a palette when I'm going to go out, celebrate, and today I don't really have any agenda of going anywhere except maybe to the mall, so let's not overdo ourselves. I have like zillion of options here. I have like these mini ones and I have the full-sized ones as well. Somehow I really started enjoying this shade. I want to mix these two and apply for my blush. So moving on to the next question. A lot of you guys asked me about my tachycardia and my hospitalization. So tachycardia is somewhere where your respiration rate is extremely high than normal, and the doctor needs to get it under control. And with that, I also had UTI, which was basically I couldn't keep my food down. So the whole story began because I couldn't keep my food down just one overnight day, and I was constantly throwing up, and I was like, okay, it'll settle down, but that did not happen. And like I said, in my first trimester I never had morning sickness. So this was like, even with water, drinking simple water, I was throwing up. So I just messaged my gynac and she said, you know what, just go into emergency and I will, or my colleague will see you. When I reached there, it happened to be that I had severe URTI, which was also making it very difficult for me to breathe, because I was having like really deep breaths and very hard time taking up normal breathing, my way. So that was my main concern actually. I was rather than puking, I was more scared because I was having a very hard time breathing like normally. I was having very heavy breaths and it just felt like everything was too full. So yeah, and of course then I was throwing up as well. So overall everything was adding up to it. I was not eating anything because I couldn't keep anything down, and the throwing up was taking a lot of toll on me. So I went into emergency to the hospital, and when my doctor checked, my respiration was really at a very high rate, and also I had a lot of congestion, which was my upper respiratory tract was completely blocked. So I was hospitalized to get that under control, and I'm also anyways ANA positive, which is an antibody test that they usually do, and I've come like a week positive like initially when I did it. So my doctor was slightly concerned, and hence I was hospitalized for the same. I was given nebulizers, I was put on a lot of glucose because I was not able to keep food down and stuff like that. So yeah, I think about every little thing during pregnancy matters a lot, and it's like, you know, you have to take things seriously. You can't take your body for granted, and that's what it taught me. Also, to just add a point here, at that point of time my baby movement was not really there. Like obviously it was pretty early at 20 weeks, but since I couldn't feel it, it was creating sort of a panic for me, which was one of the other reasons why I had reached out to my doctor. I was like, listen, I'm like scared, and that's how things roll after. Next question we have, what's been your biggest cravings? Honestly, I have had no cravings. My baby is like, I think my baby is literally blessing me in every possible way. I have had no cravings. Just maybe sometimes I would feel like I want to have a Chinese pakoda, which is forbidden for me because I also have thyroid, so I'm not allowed to consume cabbage. But yeah, sometimes just maybe I would like to have a Chinese pakoda, or my sister, whenever I called her, she was either having like kheer puri, and that would put me in a kheer puri craving mode. Yeah, so never really like had this craving, okay, I want to have this in the middle of the night. So my baby is going very easy on the father. He's saying I'm just gonna be a good baby and not really bother my father a lot. So yeah, not really craving a lot. Junk sometimes, yes indeed, like Maggie, or like I said, Chinese pakoda. Those are certain cravings, but no 2 a.m. stories here. Like I have got no 2 a.m. stories to share. Powder is magic. This is the other Huda Beauty's loose powder that I have. I know there's a new ube shade, but I had purchased this already. It's a banana bread shade. I love this powder. I think the look that it overall gives, the finish, it's just amazing. Quickly want to do the waterline as well because we did not do that earlier as the powdering segment was still left. Story, while I was traveling, I was carrying this mirror of mine and I ended up breaking the entire stand. The mirror was intact but the stand broke. It was from Miniso, but so I have to just take the circle and roam around because I haven't found a Miniso here. But like I said, I might just go to the mall today, so I might figure out and get a new mirror rather than holding in. It's like a hand pain. So we have next question. What's your biggest fear about pregnancy? What can I say? Well, I think it would be the unknown. Like you can read hundred of vlogs, you can read like zillions of books about pregnancy, you can see people share their entire journey, you know, but I think what scares me the most is the delivery part, to be very honest. Like I'm really keeping my hopes high that it's gonna be a normal delivery and I will pull through it without any issues. But given the trend that my sister has had 3 cesareans because of blood pressure and so and forth issues, and my family having a history of blood pressure, I'm just worried. But whatever the God's will is. But yeah, I think motherhood overall is challenging. I have helped raise my sister's 3 kids at least until they were 4-5 years old. So I have some experience in that, but when it comes to you yourself being a parent, I think it's a very different ball game, and nothing can prepare you for what's going to come your way. So yeah, I think not knowing the unknown is what is scary. Also, my target is, I have promised my husband that I'm going to come back to my original weight within a year's time. That is also something that's not scary actually, but I think it's on my agenda, that coming back to my original self is very important for me, because I don't want to lose myself in this whole process of parenthood. I understand that it's normal too, but I don't think I want to. I'm just gonna remove my lip balm and any makeup that's on my lip. So for lipstick as well, we have a couple of options here. These are the new lip stains of Huda Beauty. I've got 2 lip liners, I've got 2 lip oils, and I've got 1 lipstick here. I had one more, I can't find it, but anyways, I'm gonna go in with the browner shade just for outline from the lip stains. Also, Huda Beauty, if you by any chance come across this video, I'll be more than happy to be on your PR list. What I actually like to do after doing the stain is go in with the lip pencil as well. So this is rusty pink shade. I just like to fill in some of my lip area with this, because like I said in my previous video, I love to chew my lips. So this usually stays for me for almost throughout the day, because with this pencil I just want that slight stain on my lips which stays. And lastly, we are gonna go in with the lip oil. This is shade Foxy. So that's a full face of makeup with Huda Beauty products. I hope you guys liked my get ready with me while I chatted about my pregnancy, love and life with you guys. And please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay tuned for amazing upcoming videos. And also, if you guys have more questions, I would be more than happy to answer. Just put it down in the comments below. Until my next video, thank you so much for all the love you all have been showering, and please continue showering the same for us, and I love you all.